Hello everyone and welcome back to Stick Ranger. I got some new weapons. I got some new equipments for them, and I'm pretty proud of what I've been able to get so far. The one thing I think is of note, though, is the Sonic Punch. I got the Onigiri card for, which is a very rare drop from the Castle Boss. I got this because somebody recommended that I try this or mentioned that it might be a really cool idea because how this works is instead of just giving him health whenever he deals damage to an enemy, there's now a 5% chance that every time he attacks, like each individual hit, it will spawn on a Jerry Rice Ball, which can be really, really good. Because like anyone can equip it as opposed to or anyone can pick it up as opposed to just the boxer. So today we're going to be doing the submarine shrine, and this yeah. From what I remember, many consider this one of the hardest fights in the game. I consider it one of the hardest fights in the game. So let's go ahead and start it. Now there's a couple reasons why this boss is so difficult. The big one is because of these these snowflakes that he shoots at you. And what the snowflakes do is they freeze you in place, like you cannot drag around a frozen ranger. And the reason why this is dangerous is because, well, on top of not being able to move, if he can hit you, and if he's next to you, he can continuously keep firing. Oh, yeah, like this. He can continuously fire these at you, and that can do quite a lot of damage in the grand scheme of things. That and, well, you cannot move. The other reason why this boss is difficult is because of the fire, which has a much wider range, and has a much higher chance of just doing flat chip damage that you do not notice over time. It's a very dangerous boss overall, in my opinion. I consider this one of the hardest fights in the game, especially if you don't really know what to expect from him. You know, fun fact, this boss actually got nerfed at one point because he was so difficult. He used to have a lot more health, I think, and I believe the fire did a lot more damage too. Snipers or any long-range unit with a poison weapon is typically my go-to for this fight. And wait, he's almost dead. Let's go ahead and put on the stuff that has medals on it because I'm pretty certain this boss, like all the Mega bosses, have really, really absurdly rare stuff. Oh, I didn't get it. That actually took. I think that's the fastest I ever beat that fight. And it'd be nice to just get it as opposed to have to worry about it later. That is, if I do want it, which I'm not quite sure if I do or not. Okay, so next we have the desert levels, which are actually quite fun from what I remember. Is everything equipped? Yep. Okay, let's put this on. I think the thorn ring is going to be better for the beginning parts of this. All right, let's go ahead and start. Oh, I forgot to get the upgrade version of the reflect card. Whatever. That makes it so it makes it so that happens a quarter of the time. Like a shots will reflect off of surfaces. Are you on? No, you're not. Why are you on off? Whatever. Oh, is that oh, well, okay, there's an upgrade to the needle glove. I'll just put that right there for now, and I will be equipping that later, because I do like the needle weapons quite a bit. They're fun. One thing really cool about the desert levels is that they have this mirage effect going on, like all the time. It's that's a poison staff. The poison staves are actually my favorite type of weapon for the priest. There's this weird intricacy to them where they don't technically do damage, they just apply a poison onto enemies, and this can be very useful for many different reasons. Oh wow, you know, overall I think that is going to heal more in the grand scheme of things, and that is a thorn circle. There we go, that's an upgrade to the thorn ring. I think those small box monsters drop an item called a lightsaber, which is my favorite type of weapon for the gladiator as well. Lots of good stuff we're getting. And is that the... Oh, the Ice Meteor! That's my favorite. Man, I forgot how many good weapons you got in this level. This is like one of my favorite levels for like mid-game weapons. It's a very good grinding spot too. I'm gonna go to the boss though. Okay, now this fight, oh man, I always like to go over here and do this part of the fight first. Let's go ahead and equip some more powerful stuff just for the heck of it. I haven't shown off the Uzi yet. It's an upgraded version of the submachine gun. Does that look good? Yeah, I'm gonna say that looks good. Okay. I want to take out these guys first, just because they can do a lot of damage too if you're not careful. You know, every single shot this guy fires at you does 1 damage, which I think is just amazing. The shots these guys do does like 30 damage though, and also let's have you pick up those. Man, I'm already liking the strategy of using oh yeah, there we go. Of using the Onigiri card more. It's just more useful. Oh wait, you're dead. Might as well equip that then. Ooh! Well, another great weapon. That's an upgrade to the laser gun. Man, okay, that was a bountiful level right there. We got 3 upgrades that I will be getting the compo items for in between this episode and the next. Okay, what's next? Let's see if we can get to the Oasis in this level. Okay, so Desert 2. What is this level known for? I see dragons. Let's put that on. Okay, don't fire into the wall. Ooh, more wheels. I forgot what those ones drop, actually. Long Iron Staff. I remember the red dragons drop, red crystals. Or is it black crystals? Or no, not red stones. They drop stones. And the stones at this point start to get a pretty, yeah. The stones at this point start to get pretty crazy with just how helpful they can be. So it might be worth trying to get a few. I think Desert 3 has some characters that drop stones as well. Man, that sniper rifle is really doing well. I swear, the gunner is difficult to use, but I really love him if you know how to use him right. I don't like this screen. We'll do this one. Ah, that's very nice. Look how much Onigiri I got for that. Alright, let's do the boss. Now this boss looks identical to the last one, but his and a level up. Might as well do that. His attack pattern is a little different in the sense that he fires like a million arrows at the exact same time. You know, one thing I've always liked about Desert 1 and Desert 2 when it comes to their bosses, this is a really neat attention to detail too. The Desert 1 boss, the one that fires like one shot after another really quickly, he drops the Quicks card, which increases the rate at which you fire attacks, and this guy drops the Bullet cards, which raises the amount of attacks you can fire at once, the amount of projectiles, which makes sense given the attack patterns of these 2 bosses. Oh, he also dropped that too. I haven't talked about charms yet. The game does that a lot sometimes. Or the game occasionally does that. I think it's really, really cool. The charms are kind of cool in which they can make you immune to status ailments 90% of the time. Like, say if I were to get hit with something that would inflict the ice status on me, that's not the free status, that's the ice status, which I don't think we've actually seen yet. 90% of the time it will fail, which is actually quite nice. I'm typically not a fan of charms though, because well, if I'd much rather be flat out immune than just like a chance to not get hit. And also this level, I'm gonna, oh boy, wait, that's an awful idea. With this level, you want quality attacks over quantity. Typically, like if I run to a monster that can poison me, chances are he's firing like a million bullets at once, or he can attack in succession, and like 1 out of 10 of them is going to work. Okay, so we have a new type of enemy here. These enemies are called cactuses, and they're pretty much identical to mushrooms in that they only attack when you attack them, like they're reactionary. You know, something kind of fun about this particular level, I briefly mentioned a strategy in which, if you use, I very briefly mentioned a strategy, no, I didn't. We got the poisoner staff, like the poison staff for the priest in the last in the last level, or maybe 2 levels ago. That's a cool weapon because it makes it so, yeah, what I'm trying to say. It doesn't actually deal damage, it just applies a poison, and these guys don't react to poison damage. So what you can do is you can have a priest with a poison weapon just walk through these, and he will place a poison on enemies while not technically attacking them. I'm over-explaining this, but basically, like, the priest can rush through a ton of these with a poison staff without actually having them attack in response, which is a really good strategy. Okay, let's go ahead and, you know what, for the fun of it, let's put this on. This is an awful idea, but, yeah, it's gonna hit, like, all of them at once. Oh, yeah, that is a terrible idea, but I do kind of like that. I think he's dead now. I'll put that back on. That is a new ring. What ring is that? Power circle? No. No, thank you. I'm not sure if I have anyone with a dexterity stone on them. I don't really think so. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a fun level. I like Desert 3 quite a bit, and if you have a priest on you, it's pretty much free grinding. Very, very nice. Okay, what next? What one is Desert 4? Oh, it's this one. This level is kind of generic. There's nothing too special about this one. Let's put this on, though, just because I see bats, and the sniper rifle is good for taking out flying enemies. What is the boss of this level again? I want to say it's a giant bat for some reason. I really don't remember this level. Is that a, oh, quad iron arrow. That's an upgrade to the oct arrow. It fires less bullets, but they do more damage, which is very nice. You know, I can see one downside to this Onigiri card strategy. If you might notice when an Onigiri pops out of an enemy, it starts flashing. You can't actually pick it up during that. I don't like the screen. You know, let's skip to the boss. What is the boss? I'm curious. Oh, it's the spider. Okay. Oh, it's this one. I don't like this one. This one's annoying. You can see how much fire is on the ground there. Yeah, this guy can destroy you if you're not careful. I think he only takes 1 damage from fire as well. Uh-oh. Yeah, this fight is kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, I grabbed the wrong ranger. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm gonna let you kill him and then just revive you. There we go. And then we'll equip our generic stuff again. That for that, and this for the bronze medal, because you never know. You never know what they might drop. Now I gotta be a little careful here, because you have less health than I kind of want you to have at this point. That's a good example of it right there. Did you notice that only the first hit actually triggered this guy to fire? It's because poison damage doesn't technically count as a hit to these guys. So it just kind of drains their health, even though they technically have a status on them that is actively doing damage. I really want to kill that spider, though. This will be so much easier once he's gone. I have enough magic now that every 2 shots is poisoning. That's not good. Fire this way. Thank you. Ooh. Alright. So I'm going to have to be patient here. Alright, fire over here. Jump there. Fire a couple shots. There we go. Nice. Grab that. What hit him there? Oh, probably the lightning spirit. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't like that fight. Okay, let's go back to the town. Sell some stuff, and then let's move on. Okay, we got Desert 5. Oh, this level! This level is cool. You can also get yellow and red crystals here, which is always nice. Let's see here. I think the Uzi would be best for this. As well as... Whoa, not yet. I haven't shown this off yet. Let's use the ice circle. Freezing these guys would be really good as well. I actually don't remember what the ice circle does. I just picked it up because this team doesn't have an ice weapon yet. The slow status or the ice status, what that does... Also, I think the freeze knuckle might be good for this as well, and I just got a level up. The slow status makes it so they don't attack as often and they move slower, which is really, really good. This level I kind of compared to Hill Country, because a lot of the enemies are big, and they don't do much damage to you, but they just have a lot of health and drop a lot of experience when you kill them. So I don't know why you're not going towards him. Oh, come on. I also now have the Diamond 3 on you because, well, now you might notice that when I hit him, I'm freezing him so often that he really can't... What the heck happened there? I have never seen that. He just flew across the screen, which is typically not something you want a spider doing. That was kind of terrifying. Oh, man. Oh, that must have been the knockback card. You know what I think might have happened there? Yeah, okay, I think I know exactly what's happening here. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, the knockback card pushes back monsters. What I think might be happening is every time he hits a monster in that card triggers, it's still like it's building up the potential energy that monster has. So when when eventually the freeze does wear off, he just flies in that direction. That is so hilarious. Ah, man. Who told me this would be a bad idea, by the way? Someone told me the knockback card is not good on a boxer, but I beg to differ after that. That is hilarious. Oh, man. I might use this combo for the rest of the game now. That is amazing. So I'm going to have you come over. Nah, you can't do anything here. I have never seen that before. Folks, this is why you experiment, because, my goodness. Look at his... These enemies aren't supposed to move that much, yet I'm shooting his head all over the place. Okay. Oh, these guys! Forgot about these tiny little fish. I don't know why, but maybe like a good 20 or so fish can spawn in like one place at once. I'm kicking his head around. It's so weird. I've never seen this happen before. Also, if you go in that pool, you might activate the next area, which I don't want you to do. So I'll just have you, like, stay near the edge. Okay, you're dead, so it's... Okay, cool. Oh, whoa, there's still a few more in there. This might be better. I don't know how many are left, because, again, like, a million can spawn in one place at once. That's good selling fodder. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna go heal real quick, and then I'll do this fight. This upcoming fight. Despite what the level might tell you, I think this next boss has a lot of, like, really small guys that, like, fire a lot, and there's, like, numerous of them. So I really do think that the laser gun is gonna be a better... Oh, no! Didn't want to go there yet. Back out. This level is great. I love Desert 5. And now I love it even more, because that is ridiculous. Okay, so turn all of you on off. And now that I think about it, this might be a really good card to have on the Freeze Knuckle, because you're able to push enemies away before they do too much damage to you. I think the sniper is going to die. That's unfortunate. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why is everyone dying? These enemies don't do that much damage, do they? Wow, I just got a game over. Is that my first one for this playthrough? No, I don't think it is, but... okay, maybe we should try something else. I think Sonic Knuckle might be a good bet. I still have faith in the laser gun. I think this is really our only good choice for that class, and... yeah, Charge Ring would be good. I remember this fight not being too difficult. There's some chip damage before they get over here. Okay. Please do not destroy me in 1 second. I'm paying close attention to my health this time. Or closer. Whoa. Oh, they drop cards. Right, they do. That Berserker card may be the worst card in the game, I'm not gonna lie. They increase both the damage you deal and the damage you take. I have a feeling you're meant to give them to the Boxer, but I just don't find them that useful, personally. Does anyone out there have, like, any good uses for this card? Because I really don't think it's that redeemable in any way. Maybe I'm just missing something, though. Who knows? Okay, I think there's enough left now that I can get away with... yeah. Put this back on, this back on. Put this back on. Oh boy. I suddenly love the Boxer a lot more. That is so silly. Throwing enemies across the field is now my new favorite thing to do. The best part is when you kill them and their body parts go flying. That is... my goodness. I have not seen something like that in ages. Okay, let's move on. This can be good. Yeah, Silver Crystal can be really great if you don't have anything else to put on someone. Alright, let's go ahead and sell those, and you know what, let's... we still have time, let's do the Oasis. I like this level quite a bit. It's another water level, and like most water levels, the enemies drop... put this back on. And like most water levels, the enemies drop medals, which is really good. They're going to drop the Bronze Medal 4, I believe. I think the Oh, oh, these enemies can freeze you, right? Those little ice crystals they shoot at you can do damage and freeze you at the same time. Although they don't freeze you, like they're a little bit like a weaker version of the submarine boss, that particular enemy. That's a good weapon. I like the freeze sable. It sells for good money too. This is another good grinding spot. Also, be wary of these red guys because they breathe fire underwater, and like a lot of fire weapons this late in, it can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Let me take a drink of water real quick. You know, something I could briefly talk about as we're finishing up this level, or this episode. I have been using Discord a lot more recently. I've gotten into it a bit more. And I actually made a Discord for my channel. It's called Shepherd Army. I'll leave an invite link in the description if anyone wants to come see it. Like, Discord is a little bit like Twitter meets Skype. That's how I've been describing it to people who don't really know what it is. It's because I live in Maine, which is not known for its technological advances. But yeah, it's a little bit like a mix between Discord and or it's a little bit like a mix between like Skype and Twitter. And you can set up these channels. I've set up channels for my Let's Plays, the Damball updates. So if people want to like discuss the actual updates before like the video goes out, or maybe if I have questions, I could go ask on there. And also a Discord text chat for each of the games I have made up to this point, and one for Cuban Gardens, which is the book I'm working on right now. I'll leave a link in the description if anyone wants to go check it out. I've never moderated my own Discord server before, so this could be interesting. There's also a Discord server specifically for Damball. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to give out codes for that one, but I recommend it if... I don't know. I think a few of my followers moderate or frequent that Damball or that Discord server frequently, so maybe they could tell me if I'm allowed to do that or not. Share the code for it. I don't know. I'm gonna skip ahead. Oh, this fight. Okay, this one's cool. You can also get a bronze, or you can also get an iron metal, I think 4 off of this guy as well. Oops, well, that was quick. Well, actually, you're almost dead anyway. This fight can be obnoxious because he's always going away from you. He's always flying away from you. Is this a good setup? Yeah, it's a good setup. I'm gonna have, as per usual, I'll have the sniper do like the most damage to you once everyone else is dead. That might not be a good idea because actually the sniper has the most range, but whatever. Okay, let's ooh, okay. This attack pattern he does is actually quite cool. It's like those little stars that trail behind that big like lightning ball. They actually do damage themselves, so they only do like 2 to 4 damage. It's still a neat effect though. I do like it quite a bit, and I think you get the ability to use that later on. I think there's a spirit in the game that makes it so that little ball has a chance of firing every time you defeat an enemy. I think it's very, very late game, though. Oh goodness, speaking of late game spirits, I am not looking forward to doing the mountaintop with this team. Those of you who know what level that is know exactly why, but yeah, whatever. Okay, we got a few more levels set up, and we got most of the desert done in this particular session. I think all we have left is the Desert 6, 7, and the Pyramid, which is the next super boss of the game. Okay, so there we go. Again, I'll leave that Discord, a link to the Discord in the description if anyone wants to go check it out, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.